Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Kyle, stunned as true love Summer engaged to new man, rushes to stop her. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest that Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, may learn shocking news about Summer Newman, formerly Allison Lanier, that has Kyle running to save her. Want more of The Young and the Restless? Get updates on the latest news about The Young and the Restless, straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. What is this? Report ad. Summer hit it off with a new man when she left Newman in Genoa City for a job that worked better for her at the time. Could things have moved fast enough for this guy to propose? Claire Newman needs time alone. Claire and Kyle were getting along great when Summer left town. However, that is not the case now that Claire broke things off with him. Claire claims to need time to figure things out for herself. However, it is beginning to seem that Claire broke up with Kyle so she could see where her friendship with Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, might go. There have been sparks between Claire and Holden since the day they met. Claire did decide to walk until she's free so she can see where that relationship goes. Kyle has built Claire up as his one true love for months. Could Kyle realize that Claire is not the love of his life after all? Is Summer who Kyle was really meant to be with? What is this? Report ad. Claire Newman is ready to move on. Claire is tired of having to be Little Miss Perfect and to do essentially what Kyle believes she should do. Claire is tired of being a good girl who does what everyone else expects. Instead, Claire wants to get out and live a little since she had never been allowed to do anything while growing up. Claire is interested in Holden and no one has the right to tell her to stay away. Fans are not happy with how the show has been written to downplay his relationship with Summer. Summer and Kyle have hurt each other, but they have always gotten back together every time they have split up. Is Kyle about to figure out that Summer is truly the love of his life and how much he wants her back? Harrison Abbott could leak engagement news. Harrison Abbott, Reading Munsell, is back in town and could offer his dad some information on his mom and information that Kyle hasn't gotten a hold of yet. Will Harrison tells his dad that mom is engaged? Of course, Kyle will want to know more. Perhaps Harrison will tell his father more about mommy and the new guy. How is he and what does he want? Kyle will certainly want to know how this guy is with kids. Kyle may insist on meeting this fellow before he agrees to have him around Harrison. Will Summer and Kyle realize they still need to be together and make up after all of this time? What is this? Report ad. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Kyle, stunned as true love Summer engaged to new man, rushes to stop her. Genoa City is about to explode with heartbreak, passion, and desperate moves as The Young and the Restless sets the stage for one of the most shocking love triangles fans have seen in years. Kyle Abbott, long portrayed as the confident yet complicated Abbott heir, may be on the verge of losing the woman he has always considered the love of his life, Summer Newman. But what fans never expected is that Summer's new path forward may involve another man, a whirlwind engagement, and a shocking attempt by Kyle to stop her before she says, "I do." The drama isn't just about love and heartbreak, it's about family ties, legacy, betrayal, and whether fate can truly keep two star-crossed lovers apart. Kyle has been in a state of emotional turmoil for months. After his marriage to Summer collapsed under the weight of betrayal, trust issues, and their complicated family drama, he tried to move on. His dalliances with Audra Charles may have been tempting, but they were never real. Audra brought sparks, yes, but she never filled the void Summer left behind. Every time Kyle looked into his son Harrison's eyes, he saw a reflection of the love he and Summer once shared. But instead of reconciling, things spiraled further out of control. Summer grew closer to Chance Chancellor, their bond raising eyebrows across Genoa City, and Kyle kept trying to convince himself he was ready to move on. Now spoilers reveal that Summer is about to stun everyone with a life-altering bombshell. After weeks of being spotted around town with her mysterious, new man, she finally drops the announcement: she's engaged. The news sends shockwaves not just through Kyle's world but through the Newman and Abbott families. Summer isn't just moving forward, she's doing so at lightning speed. While Kyle tries to keep a cool exterior, inside he's reeling, devastated that the woman he once thought would be his forever is choosing someone else. Worse, she seems happier than ever. Jack Abbott is quick to notice his son's pain. Spoilers tease that Jack will confront Kyle, urging him to decide whether he wants to fight for Summer or truly let her go. Jack knows what it's like to lose love to pride, and he warns Kyle not to make the same mistake. Meanwhile, Phyllis Summers is caught between joy and suspicion. On one hand, she wants to support her daughter's happiness. On the other, she isn't convinced this engagement is what it seems. Red flags surround the new man in Summer's life: his motives, his past, and his sudden rush to commit. Could he be hiding a secret that puts Summer in danger, or is this truly a man who wants to love her forever? For Kyle, none of that matters, at least not at first. Spoilers hint that his emotions get the better of him, and when he learns of the engagement, he makes a bold decision. He rushes to confront Summer before it's too late. His desperation raises eyebrows in Genoa City. Is this about true love, or is it about Kyle's fear of losing what he took for granted? Fans have seen Kyle make impulsive choices before, but this time, the stakes are higher. Summer, meanwhile, is torn. Deep down, she has never stopped loving Kyle. Their history is too rich, their chemistry undeniable, and Harrison is the bond that keeps them connected for life. But after the heartbreak she endured, Summer vowed never to let Kyle control her destiny again. She found strength in independence, and now, she believes she's found someone who sees her worth without the chaos of the Abbott-Newman feud. Still, the closer the wedding day looms, the more her doubts creep in. Can she truly marry another man while her heart still skips a beat every time Kyle walks into the room? Victor Newman, as always, plays a key role in the drama. The Newman patriarch has his own suspicions about Summer's fiancée. Known for protecting his family at any cost, Victor digs into the newcomer's background, and spoilers suggest what he uncovers may shock everyone. Is Summer's engagement truly about love, or is there a sinister agenda at play? Victor has never been shy about pulling strings, and if he believes Summer's future is at risk, fans can expect him to intervene in a major way. As if the engagement drama wasn't enough, spoilers tease that Kyle's relationship with Audra is about to implode. Audra, tired of being treated like second best, may expose Kyle's desperation to win Summer back in a way that threatens his career at Jabot. The fallout could put Kyle at odds not only with Audra but with his father Jack, who has tried to keep peace at the company amid personal turmoil. Kyle's pursuit of Summer may cost him more than just love, it could cost him his family's legacy. But the heart of this story remains the emotional push and pull between Kyle and Summer. Longtime fans know this isn't their first trip around the merry-go-round. They've broken up, reunited, married, divorced, and danced around each other's lives countless times. Yet this storyline feels different, it feels final, as if the writers are setting the stage for a decision that will shape their futures forever. Will Kyle crash Summer's engagement and confess his undying love, forcing her to admit she feels the same? Or will Summer push forward with her new man, choosing stability over the passion and chaos that Kyle always brought into her world? The rushing to stop the wedding trope has long been a soap staple, and the young and the restless may be gearing up for its own unforgettable version. Spoilers hint at a dramatic confrontation where Kyle shows up just as Summer is about to make her vows. Tears, accusations, and emotional confessions will fly. Summer may be forced to choose in the heat of the moment, follow through with her new life or return to the love she's never been able to shake. Fans are already divided. Some want Summer to move on and find happiness with someone new, tired of Kyle's mistakes and betrayals. Others insist that Kyle is endgame, that no matter what obstacles come their way, they'll always find their way back to each other. Social media has been buzzing with speculation, with hashtags like #SkyleForever and #SummerMovesOn trending among the fandom. Adding even more intrigue is Harrison's role in the story. Spoilers suggest that the young boy may innocently voice his desire for his parents to be together again, creating emotional turmoil for Summer. Can she really walk down the aisle knowing her son still dreams of a reunited family? Kyle, of course, will use this as part of his plea, promising Summer that they can be whole again, for Harrison's sake and for their own. But will Summer see it as genuine love or manipulative desperation? The road ahead promises twists, betrayals, and gut-wrenching choices. As Genoa City watches, Kyle Abbott may risk everything to reclaim the love he lost. Summer Newman may be forced to admit her heart still belongs to the man who broke it. And a new fiancé may not be what he seems, setting the stage for even more shocking fallout. One thing is certain, this isn't just another romance storyline. This is the culmination of years of history, family ties, and unresolved feelings. Fans better buckle up, because The Young and the Restless is about to deliver a roller coaster of passion, heartbreak, and high-stakes drama that will leave Genoa City forever changed. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Claire Newman needs time alone. In Genoa City, there is always a storm brewing behind the calm, and right now one of the most compelling characters caught in the emotional whirlwind is Claire Grace Newman. Once seen as the newest addition to the sprawling Newman dynasty, Claire's journey has been far from simple. Haunted by her past, torn between her loyalty to family and her need to discover who she really is, spoilers reveal that Claire is about to make a shocking decision that will leave everyone reeling. She needs time alone. For the Newmans, who are used to standing as a united front in times of crisis, Claire's choice will not just be about solitude. It will be about independence, freedom, and whether the ties of blood can withstand the scars of betrayal. Claire's arrival in Genoa City was explosive. Viewers remember all too well the months of psychological manipulation she endured at the hands of her twisted Aunt Jordan. Raised in deception, trained to believe lies, and emotionally isolated from the very family that could have protected her, Claire's story is one of survival. But survival comes with wounds, and now, as she tries to heal, she finds herself suffocated by the very love that is supposed to save her. Nikki, Victoria, and even Victor himself have gone out of their way to embrace her, offering the Newman name, protection, and endless opportunities. Yet Claire feels the pressure of living up to expectations she never asked for. Spoilers tease that Claire will begin to show signs of restlessness. Though grateful for the forgiveness she has received, she cannot shake the feeling that she is living in someone else's shadow. Every time she looks at Victoria, she sees the mother she barely knew but longs to understand. Every time Victor praises her, she wonders if she's being molded into yet another cog in the Newman legacy rather than the woman she wants to become. Claire needs to breathe, to step back, and to find out who she really is outside of her last name. And so, in a bold move, she will announce her decision: she needs time alone. This announcement shakes the Newman family. Victoria is heartbroken, having just begun to bond with the daughter she thought she lost forever. She struggles with feelings of guilt, wondering if her own intensity drove Claire away. Nikki, who has battled her own demons, sympathizes but fears for Claire's safety. Memories of her own dark times surface, and Nikki is terrified that solitude might lead Claire down a dangerous path. And then there is Victor, the eternal protector. For him, family unity is not optional, it's a necessity. Victor will push back, arguing that Claire doesn't need to face life on her own when she has a family that will fight for her at every turn. But as always, Victor's need for control may end up pushing Claire further away. The ripple effects don't end with the Newmans. Genoa City at large begins to notice Claire's withdrawal. Jordan may be behind bars, but her shadow looms large. Claire's step back sparks gossip. Can she truly be trusted to handle her own life after the damage she endured? Is her request for solitude a sign of strength, or a dangerous sign of regression? Characters like Sharon, who knows the struggle of rebuilding a shattered life, may step in to offer guidance. Sharon understands that healing sometimes requires solitude, not suffocation, and she could be a surprising ally for Claire in this journey. On the romantic front, spoilers hint that Claire's distance could complicate her budding connection with Kyle Abbott. Their flirtations and growing bond had many fans intrigued, sparking social media buzz about a potential Claire-Kyle pairing. But if Claire pushes everyone away, Kyle may feel rejected and confused. Is Claire running from love as well as family? Or is she trying to protect Kyle from the chaos she fears will always follow her? This could create new tension not only between Claire and Kyle but also with Summer Newman, who is already skeptical about Claire's place in their world. For Claire, the decision to seek solitude isn't about abandoning her family, it's about reclaiming her identity. After years of manipulation, her sense of self was shattered. Time alone offers her a chance to build her foundation without the constant pressure of expectations. Yet soap fans know that solitude rarely lasts long in Genoa City. Secrets lurk around every corner, and stepping away may only lead to more shocking revelations. Could Claire's time alone uncover hidden truths about her past? Could she stumble upon secrets Jordan never revealed, or even deeper Newman family skeletons? Spoilers also tease that Claire's retreat may become a test for the Newman clan. Can they respect her boundaries, or will their instinct to protect turn into control? This storyline could ignite major family drama, pitting Victor's iron will against Victoria's maternal instinct, while Nikki plays peacemaker. The Newmans may be forced to face the uncomfortable truth that love sometimes means letting go, even when it terrifies them. Claire's emotional journey is already sparking heated fan debate. Some viewers argue that she has earned her independence and deserves space to heal. Others worry that pulling away will isolate her at the very moment she needs support most. Social media threads are buzzing with speculation about where her story will go, with some fans predicting a shocking disappearance, others a spiritual retreat, and still others fearing that Jordan may find a way to manipulate her again from afar. Yet, the underlying theme of Claire's story remains universal, the struggle to find one's place in a world that demands loyalty and identity before healing and individuality. Her need for time alone is not selfish, it's human. And for a character who has been through hell, it may be the first real step toward building a life of her own choosing. Still, in true Young and the Restless fashion, peace never lasts long. The moment Claire decides to step away could trigger a domino effect across Genoa City. Kyle may make a desperate move to pull her back, testing their fragile bond. Summer may use Claire's absence to her advantage, trying to sway Kyle's heart. Victor may unleash investigators to track her every move, unable to relinquish control. And Victoria may be left broken, wondering if she's losing her daughter all over again. At the core, this storyline is not just about one woman's need for solitude. It is about family, legacy, and the painful balance between love and freedom. Claire Newman's decision will challenge everyone around her to question what it truly means to love someone. Is it about holding on tightly, or letting them find themselves, even if it means walking away? As Genoa City holds its breath, one thing is certain, Claire Newman's choice to step away will change everything. Her journey into solitude may be the most defining chapter yet, one that will test her resilience, her family's loyalty, and the unbreakable ties of blood. And when she finally returns, because in Genoa City, no one ever stays away forever, she may be stronger, more independent, and more determined than ever to write her own story. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Claire Newman is ready to move on. In Genoa City, new beginnings rarely come without scars, but for Claire Grace Newman, the time has come to take a bold step into her future. After months of being caught in the aftermath of Jordan's manipulation, struggling to find her place in the powerful Newman family, and teetering between healing and heartache, spoilers reveal that Claire Newman is finally ready to move on. For fans of The Young and the Restless, this moment is both thrilling and heartbreaking because it signals the end of one chapter and the uncertain start of another. Claire's life has been anything but ordinary. When she first arrived in town, she was cloaked in mystery, burdened by lies, and emotionally tethered to her manipulative aunt. Her introduction to the Newman clan wasn't one of warmth and celebration but of shocking betrayal, as she was revealed to be Victoria's long-lost daughter, hidden away for years and raised under the influence of Jordan's twisted vendetta. Claire was conditioned to mistrust love, reject family, and view herself as a pawn in someone else's war. But Genoa City gave her something Jordan never could: a chance at redemption, a chance at identity, and a chance at belonging. Now, having faced her demons and endured the skepticism of those around her, Claire is choosing to release the pain of her past. Moving on doesn't mean forgetting where she came from, it means building a future that is hers alone, untainted by the manipulations of her past. Spoilers suggest that Claire will soon announce her decision to start fresh, shaking up relationships across Genoa City as she asserts her independence in ways that surprise even her strongest supporters. Victoria is both proud and afraid. As a mother, she wants nothing more than for Claire to embrace life with confidence. Yet the protective side of Victoria can't help but fear that moving on might mean moving away. She has only just begun to connect with her daughter, to see glimpses of the bond she thought she would never experience. Watching Claire spread her wings may feel like losing her all over again. Victor, ever the patriarch, sees things differently. He admires Claire's strength but will question whether moving on is truly about empowerment or whether it's another attempt to escape the Newman name. For Victor, identity is inextricably tied to family legacy, and he won't easily accept Claire rejecting that mantle. Nikki, who has fought countless personal battles herself, becomes a voice of compassion. She understands that moving on sometimes means stepping into uncomfortable spaces, daring to face life without the safety net of family. Spoilers tease that Nikki will quietly support Claire's decision even as the rest of the family debates it, offering her the encouragement she needs to trust her instincts. Nikki's bond with Claire may become a quiet source of strength that steadies her through the uncertainty ahead. The ripple effects extend beyond the Newmans. Kyle Abbott's growing closeness with Claire becomes an emotional focal point in this story. Kyle has been drawn to Claire's vulnerability and resilience, finding in her a kindred spirit who knows what it means to be broken yet unafraid to rebuild. Their friendship has sparked speculation of romance, but Claire's readiness to move on throws a wrench into their dynamic. Is she moving on from her painful past into Kyle's arms, or is she moving on from everyone, including him? Spoilers suggest that Kyle may misinterpret Claire's actions, leading to tension between them just as their connection deepens. For Summer Newman, Claire's evolution brings mixed feelings. Summer has never fully trusted Claire, and watching her cousin embrace a new future feels threatening, especially if Kyle is part of it. Summer may see Claire's decision to move forward as opportunistic, igniting fresh conflict that forces Kyle into the middle. Their triangle could become one of the most explosive stories in Genoa City, with Claire's readiness to move on serving as the catalyst for heartbreak, jealousy, and shocking choices. Sharon may also play a key role in guiding Claire. Having lived through her own struggles with identity, loss, and starting over, Sharon knows what it means to move forward after trauma. Spoilers hint that Claire may confide in Sharon, seeking advice on how to let go of the guilt that weighs her down. Sharon's guidance could help Claire step into a brighter future, and their budding friendship may become a cornerstone of Claire's healing journey. But moving on is never simple. In Genoa City, every choice is complicated by hidden agendas and lingering shadows. Jordan, though defeated, may still haunt Claire's mind. Spoilers suggest that Claire could experience moments of doubt, questioning whether she's truly free or whether her aunt's manipulative voice will always echo in the background of her life. This internal struggle could become the emotional heart of her story. Will she truly be able to let go, or will her past continue to shape her future no matter how hard she tries? For fans, Claire's decision to move on sparks endless speculation. What does moving on mean for her character arc? Will she pursue romance with Kyle or another love interest? Will she take on a career path that sets her apart from her family? Could she even consider leaving Genoa City for a time, only to return stronger and more independent than ever? Social media has already lit up with predictions, with some fans cheering for Claire's independence while others fear the story may lead her into isolation or danger. Thematically, Claire's journey resonates deeply because it speaks to the universal struggle of moving forward after trauma. She has been defined by manipulation, betrayal, and abandonment, yet she refuses to let those experiences define her forever. Her determination to move on is a declaration of self-worth, an act of defiance against the pain that tried to break her. In many ways, Claire's story has become one of the most relatable in Genoa City, reminding viewers that even in a world of wealth, power, and legacy, the human need for healing and growth is what truly drives us forward. Still, this is The Young and the Restless, and no story ever unfolds without twists. Spoilers hint at unexpected challenges on Claire's path. Someone from her past may return, threatening to drag her back into the darkness she's trying to escape. A shocking revelation about her childhood could resurface, shaking her confidence. Or perhaps a betrayal from someone she trusts will test her resolve, forcing her to prove that she truly is ready to stand on her own. Whatever form it takes, drama is guaranteed. And as Claire takes these steps, the Newman family will be forever changed. Victoria must learn to let go, Nikki must learn to trust, and Victor must confront the reality that control is not love. The Abbotts, too, will feel the ripple effect, especially if Kyle becomes entangled in Claire's journey. The delicate balance of family ties, romance, and self-discovery promises to ignite weeks of gripping drama that will leave fans glued to their screens. In the end, Claire's decision is not just a plot point, it's a turning point. By choosing to move on, she is choosing to live, to love, and to reclaim her identity. Whether she succeeds or stumbles, her story will remind viewers that moving on is never the end. It is the beginning of something new, something uncertain, and something filled with possibility. Genoa City better prepare itself, because Claire Newman